Hello everybody. Thanks so much for hopping in early. Welcome to our weekly live stream here at the Aquarium of the Pacific. I'm really excited right now because Big Guy, don't tell anyone, he's my favorite shark and he's so close to the surface right now. I never get to see him this close. We'll see him on his next lap around. Welcome, sharks are your favorite animals. That's amazing. Welcome everybody. Thanks so much for getting here early. Hello. Drop some shark emojis in the comments if you are excited for today's stream with our sharks of Shark Lagoon here at the Aquarium of the Pacific. It's going to be a really amazing stream. I'm so excited. My name is Madeline. I'm behind the camera today, and usually. And today we're going to be joined with Aquarius Rachel, Aquarius Stacy, and some other staff here at the Aquarium of the Pacific. Welcome. Thank you for dropping shark emojis in the comments. Love to see it. If you could do me a favor as well and share this live stream with your friends and your family so they can join in and have some jawsome live stream time. I think it'll be great. Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you so much for the likes. You're amazing. Thank you, everybody. Oh, someone's dropping elephant emojis in the chat. We don't have elephants today, or at all, but we love to see them. I'm just glad that you're here. Thank you. Welcome. Let me know where you're watching from today. We're here in Long Beach, California. And of course, we're at the Aquarium of the Pacific. And if you follow us here on TikTok, you know that we are live every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific. If you don't follow us, why not? Hop in. Join us. Hello in Irvine. Hello in North Carolina, Oklahoma, Anaheim. Love seeing you guys nearby and far away. Hello in Bay Area. Hello to someone who is watching me right now from outside of the habitat. Thank you very much. Hello. Oh, lots of great questions coming in already. We're going to get to a lot of them. But I know the question is that there are obviously tropical fish hanging out with our sharks in here. And we'll get to why it's on a danger to these fish. Hello in Canada. Hello to Big Guy. Big Guy's back around. Big Guy is my favorite shark. Don't tell anyone. But Big Guy's my favorite shark here at the Aquarium of the Pacific. He is a sand tiger shark. And as you can see, he is a big guy. Big and handsome. There he goes. But we're going to learn all about the sharks here at Shark Lagoon at the Aquarium of the Pacific. Welcome, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us today. Hello in the UK and in Belgium. Thank you so much for joining us internationally. That's incredible. We're here in Long Beach, California. What kind of shark is the big one? That is a sand tiger shark. His name is Big Guy. Do we have dolphins? No, the aquarium is not home to any dolphins or whales. But we do see them daily on our whale watches. Hi, everybody. We're going to learn all about shark conservation and education today. I'm so excited. Thank you for being here. We're going to get started in just a few minutes, but welcome. Someone said, don't be shy, go for a swim. And honestly, I'm not shy to do that. I'm just not personally permitted to get in there, but I know someone who is, and let's go say hi to her, actually. So Aquarius Rachel is here today. Hi, Rachel. Hello. Someone told me, don't be shy, go for a swim. And I said, I just might.
Oh, yeah.
But you're already in there.
It's so warm today.
I know, it feels good in there, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Rachel, who are you hanging out with today? Who is this?
This is Fern. She is our zebra shark. She's almost 25 years old and 7.5 feet long and 130 pounds.
And she's gorgeous.
She's so beautiful.
She's amazing. This is so cool.
Yeah.
All right, Rachel, I know the thing everyone's going to wonder is you're diving with a shark, you're hanging out with a shark inside the water right now? How is that possible?
Oh my God, it's so crazy. No, actually, all sharks are very calm. It's unfortunately, media likes to portray sharks in a really bad light, but sharks really don't want anything to do with people, even out in the ocean. So what her behavior, just really calm, is very normal. What's not as normal is being able to handle her like this. This is a trained behavior. We use positive reinforcement to make sure that we can get this behavior, and this is called tonic immobility. Tonic immobility is where you can flip a shark onto their back so you can see their really cute belly.
Yeah, look at her belly, TikTok. Let's get some hearts in the comments for Fern's cute little belly there.
So we
adorable.
train our sharks to do this so that we can do ultrasound to make sure that they are nice and healthy. And then it also helps us with our blood draws too. Amazing.
Sorry I have you staring into the sun today.
That's okay.
Feel free to move. Yeah, you got it covered.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody here there we go. A little bit better there.
Thanks.
And there's that belly. Hello everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're here live in Shark Lagoon here at the Aquarium of the Pacific, hanging out with Aquarius Rachel and of course Fern the zebra shark. Fern, what do you think? There we go.
She's very excited.
A little vacuum shark. We love it.
Definitely.
So zebra sharks are really interesting looking. They almost look like just a giant fish of some sort. They don't necessarily have the same, what is it, their dorsal fin, like the other sharks. Can you talk a little bit about their anatomy?
Yeah, absolutely. So you're right. Zebra sharks do not have a giant dorsal fin. She does still have a dorsal fin, but it's itty bitty. Just this one right
Teeny
here.
tiny.
And that's because she is a benthic species, which means she spends a lot of time sitting at the bottom of the ocean floor. And she's a nocturnal hunter. So she'll search for hidden prey that's hiding in little rocky caves. And she'll actually use that really powerful vacuum-like mouth to slurp that food out of that cave so that she can then eat it. So she does not chase her prey. Other sharks that have a really large dorsal that you might be thinking of are like the great whites.
Yeah.
So it's a very different feeding behavior. I'll go ahead and try to show you that slurpee.
Yeah, let's see it happen. Welcome everybody who's joining us. Thank you so much. We're here live at the Aquarium of the Pacific.
I don't want Caitlin today.
No, Caitlin. Oh my gosh, Rachel, are sharks picky with their food?
They really are. Zebra sharks usually are not so picky.
Just Fern.
Just Fern with the
Today.
Caitlin. I don't know. But yeah, sharks are very picky, especially the other ones out in the main exhibit right now. Those guys are incredibly picky. I'm always trying to offer them new food items. That way they're not eating the same thing every day, which could be boring to both us and to our animals too.
Definitely.
And then also, like, each food item does have a very different nutritional profile. Yeah.
Incredible. Someone called her a dinosaur vacuum.
A dinosaur
I kind of love that.
Oh,
Kind of love that. She is very dinosaur looking.
for
Slightly.
sure.
Well, welcome to everybody who's just joining us once again. This is Aquarius Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
Hello.
Rachel, who are you hanging out with today in our little husbandry pool?
I am hanging out with Fern, our zebra shark. Now the name zebra shark might be a little confusing. As you can see, she does not have stripes.
Yeah, she's covered in polka dots.
Lots of polka dots. So the name comes from when she was a little baby shark. She actually had lots of black bands. And then as she grew and developed, those black bands turned into spots. Scientists believe that the reason why that changed from stripes to spots is the idea is that they, when they're little, they kind of look like a banded sea crate, or it might help them to blend into their environment. So there's a couple different reasons why they might have that different pattern. But as you can see, she is no longer itty bitty.
She is not itty bitty. 7.5 feet long, and how much does she weigh?
130 pounds.
130 pounds. Isn't she beautiful? This is so cool. Some people are wondering, they know that a lot of sharks have to constantly move to breathe.
Absolutely.
And here we're hanging out with Fern. She's kind of just like taking her time. She's chilling with you. Why is she able to do that unlike other sharks?
Totally. So she is able to do that because she has these spiracles. Let me see if I can point them out. They're right behind her eyes.
Yeah, we can totally see them.
Oh, great.
Boop.
So those are specialized muscles that allow her to actively pump water that surrounds her body and push it right over her gills and through her gill slits so that she can breathe.
That's amazing.
So
She's
cool.
so cool. So yeah, if you come and visit the Aquarium of the Pacific, you might see sharks like the zebra sharks kind of resting on the bottom of the exhibit. And it's just their adaptation. They're able to do that. It's really cool.
So cool.
So now with Fern's spots, we just talked about how that they were once stripes that became spots. Do all zebra sharks have the exact same spots?
No, they don't. Zebra sharks have very different spots, and we're able to use this different pattern to identify them. When Fern, we actually in Shark Lagoon have two different zebra sharks. This is Fern. The other one is named Baby.
Aw, Fern and Baby.
Fern and Baby. So Fern has lots of speckles on her nose,
Aw.
whereas our other zebra shark has no speckles on her nose.
No speckles.
No speckles.
Just like us. Some people have freckles on their nose, some people don't.
Yeah, definitely.
Amazing. So Rachel, what are you feeding Fern today?
We are feeding her restaurant quality, sustainable seafood. I've got a lovely piece of squid.
Yum.
And then this is clam tongue.
Delicious.
And then a lot of different types of fish like mahi-mahi, mullet, mackerel down here, and then capelin.
Fern is right underneath you. I feel like she can hear you talking about all the food she's going to get to enjoy today.
I know, she's so...
She's stoked. She's Very, very excited. And welcome everybody who's just tuning in. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're here at the Aquarium of the Pacific in Long Beach, California. And we are a nonprofit aquarium with a focus on conservation and education. And today we're going to talk a lot about that. So thank you for joining us. And you can donate to us here on TikTok Live. 100% of your donation goes right back to the animals and our conservation and education programs here at the aquarium. So we're so thankful. It's a little after 3 p.m. here at the aquarium, and we're live every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific. So please join us in the future. And don't go anywhere because we have a shark-filled afternoon for you. I'm so excited. Boop, boop, boop. So, Rachel, are sharks scary?
No, sharks are not scary. We have lots of sharks off of our coast here in California. And even though there's lots of sharks, there's lots of people, the fact that people get injured by sharks is very, very low. And so the sharks are not actively seeking out to injure people at all. So sharks are really safe to swim around and be around. Scientists aren't entirely too sure why accidents happen, but the fact is it is an accident. And we want people to know that these animals are very important to our ocean ecosystems. They are a top predator and really help to maintain a nice ecosystem balance. So it's important to make sure that we are protecting our sharks so that we can in turn protect our oceans.
Absolutely, and Fern is a great example of that. She is an incredible ambassador to her counterparts in the wild, and you could just see how much personality and how sweet sharks really are. I fall in love with her every single time I see her, and I hope you will do the same thing here. Welcome to everybody who just joined us. Hello, we're meeting sharks today at the Aquarium of the Pacific. This is Aquarius Rachel. Hi, Rachel. My name is Madeline. I am behind the camera fielding your questions to the experts, just like Rachel here. Rachel, who do we have here today?
So we have Fern, our zebra shark. She just ate a nice piece of mullet.
Delicious.
So delicious. So zebra sharks are actually, this one in particular is 7.5 feet long and 130 pounds. And she likes to eat a variety of different food items. Got clam and mackerel and squid today.
We got a delicious little smorgasbord here for Fern the zebra shark.
So zebra sharks are adorable.
Yes. Fun. Yes, agreed. I think we can all agree with that, right, TikTok?
They have a great sense of smell, and they have a heightened sense of smell from another species of shark because they have barbels. Let's see if we can take a look at those barbels.
Wow, look at Rachel just flip her over. What a sweetheart.
Fern is so good.
Look at Fern, everybody. Look at her tiny little belly. I love it.
So right here, these are her nares, these little holes, kind of like the nose, and then right here, that's her barbel. And that is the heightened sensory organ that allows her to find hidden prey. She primarily looks for food that's hiding in a rocky cave. She does find it, she'll then slurp it out of that cave. You're gonna demonstrate that? Here she goes.
There you go, slurp, 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 boom.
So she has really powerful throat muscles that allows her to create that vacuum.
Incredible.
So incredible.
Rachel, what are some other species related to zebra sharks or just sharks in general?
Yeah, so kind of related to zebra sharks are, like for example, the nurse shark. I know a lot of people will look at this shark and be like, oh, it's a nurse shark. And you're kind of correct. So they are very closely related. And then also there's bamboo sharks that also have that same body type with the barbels.
Just much smaller, right?
Oh, yeah. Smaller.
Probably the size of her little flipper there.
Yeah, maybe.
A little bigger.
Yeah, so those guys are a lot smaller, but do have a very similar body.
Amazing. People are already in love with Fern, and I don't blame them. She is a really special shark. Can you tell us a little bit about her again? How old is she, and what's her size? All of that stuff.
Okay, so she is almost 25. She's going to be 25 on the 15th, actually.
Oh, her birthday's coming up. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Everybody say happy 15th birthday. Or sorry, 25th.
Yeah.
25th birthday.
And that's pretty typical for zebra sharks. Zebra sharks are thought to live as old as the late 20s to early 30s. And she is currently 7.5 feet long and 130 pounds.
Wow. And is she done growing? Is this as big as she'll get?
This is pretty much about as big as she gets. We've basically done exams on her throughout her whole time here, and for the past couple of years we haven't seen much of a growth increase on her.
Well, so I think that's so cool. Yeah,
so cool.
She's still very big. It's impressive. Yeah. Every time I see her, it's really cool. So let's talk a little bit about their animal health care that our sharks receive here at the Aquarium of the Pacific. And specifically, Fern, what are some things that you look out for in their health care every single day when you're feeding her?
Oh, that's a great question. So one of the things I look for, I come in the morning and I need to do my rounds on all the animals, and I'm looking at their external body condition. How do their eyes look? Are there any injuries? And then I'm also looking for breathing patterns. Breathing patterns will give you an understanding of how they're doing internally.
Wow.
So right now, let's see her nice breathing. She's got nice relaxed breathing. And abnormal breathing would be she's going really, really fast or really slow too. That might mean that they're not feeling so great. And if that's the case, we need to have our veterinary staff take a close look at that animal. Now, because our zebra shark Fern is really well trained, she swims right into our husbandry pool area. That is this gated section right here. And this helps us to keep a really good eye on that individual for the duration of that veterinary exam.
That's awesome. So yeah, right now we are hanging out inside of that husbandry pool. It is considerably small compared to the rest of the habitat. This is just a temporary area, right, Rachel? We're just hanging out today so that way Fern can enjoy some one-on-one time with you. And how do you get a shark to be trained to come into this holding area and hang out with you, let her flip you upside down? She's incredible.
Well, luckily Fern is highly food motivated, but we use positive reinforcement and we take baby steps. So the first step would be to train her to come into the husbandry pool. We can just open this gate up and let them swim in, and we will positively reinforce her with her food. And then slowly we'll put like a person in here and then feed them while the person is there. And then eventually start to introduce some tactile or touching behaviors just to make sure that she knows that it's okay. And that we don't mean her any harm.
Absolutely.
And then the tonic and mobility thing is just kind of something they do naturally on their own. And we always positively reinforce them to make sure that they are nice and happy. I dropped the clam.
That's okay.
Let's see if I can grab it.
That's okay. Rachel, do you mind if I pet her belly?
Yes.
TikTok, this is the best part of my job. I get to pet a zebra shark's belly, and I hope you are pretending my hand is your hand right now. You have purple nail polish on today, TikTok. There you go. Oh my gosh, you guys, she looks surprisingly smooth, but actually even on her belly, I totally feel those, are they dermal denticles?
Yeah, that's what that is.
I'm getting there. I'm learning a lot from you, Rachel. So let's talk about shark skin. Why it felt like sandpaper one way and very smooth the other way.
Yeah, so what you're feeling are dermal denticles. Dermal denticles are scales. Sharks have scales because they are a type of fish. They are a cartilaginous fish, but those dermal denticles are coated in dentin. Dentin is the same material that you'll find in your teeth, and by having dentin-coated scales, this really helps these sharks to swim effortlessly through the water and to help protect their skin from scrapes and abrasions, and then parasites as well. It's really hard to get into that skin.
It's dent, for
really
sure.
is.
Amazing.
Sleeping right now.
She's sleepy.
Yeah.
It's a little afternoon nap, hanging out with Rachel. Welcome if you're just joining us. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We're here live at the Aquarium of the Pacific in Long Beach, California. This is Aquarius Rachel, and of course Fern here. My name is Madeline behind the camera, and I want to thank our 3 donors for donating. Oh, more than 3. Thank you so much to our 6 donors for donating over $50 today. Thank you so much to It's Kate. Thank you to Baby, Natalia, Queen, Steven, and Starry. Thank you so much for supporting us. We are a nonprofit aquarium with a focus on conservation and education, so we appreciate it so much. Okay, a lot of people are asking, you're holding a shark upside down. Don't sharks need to swim in order to breathe?
They do. So, or rather, they need to have constant water flow over their gills in order to breathe. And there are some special species of sharks, like the zebra shark, that are able to pump water over their gills so that they can breathe while at rest. So if you look at the side of her head, you'll see these little holes.
Yeah.
Those are called spiracles and enable her to pump that water through her gills and out through her gill slits. So as you can see, she is actively breathing right now. Those gill slits are pumping.
Yeah, we can totally see them.
Over those gills very nicely.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Someone said that they can't donate, and that was 100% okay. Just by showing up to our live streams every week, commenting on our videos, sharing our content with your friends and family. It helps us so much. It means the world. So thank you so much for just being here. We appreciate you. Okay, Rachel, if someone wanted to do your job hanging out with the shark, I'm sure there's a lot more to it, but do you have any advice for someone that wants to work with sharks?
Sure. So I recommend volunteering at an aquarium and getting an internship too. Getting a degree in marine biology is very helpful. So having lots of experience and education is critical. And then I do need to have a scuba certification, so I would recommend going out and diving, but really being passionate about the ocean and the animals is super helpful. And the more you learn about the animals, and then like multiple career opportunities will present themselves. So there's many avenues to go in other than just like working with zoos and aquariums. So that way you can work with animals in multiple facets.
Absolutely, very cool. Let's talk about their teeth, Rachel, specifically
Sure.
Fern's teeth. We saw her upside down. I know you don't have to flip her up over again unless she's game for it, but she might be.
I don't know.
But she has a very different mouth compared to other sharks. Most sharks we picture them big smiles, rows and rows of teeth. What about Fern?
Yeah, so Fern has lots of rows of teeth as well. However, her teeth are so tiny.
Teeny tiny teeth. Oh, we can see them.
You see them?
Look at those teeny tiny teeth. Wow. That is adorable.
So the reason why her teeth are so tiny is because she needs to catch smaller prey, and then her teeth are actually flat along her jawline, and that helps her to crack open hard-shelled food items like clams, mussels, and even crabs.
Amazing.
So cool.
She's the coolest. TikTok, don't you think? Let's get some shark emojis in the comments. If you're enjoying this live stream so far, we're hanging out in Shark Lagoon here at the Aquarium of the Pacific, and the aquarium is actually open to the public. So you can come visit Fern in person and the other sharks of Shark Lagoon, which we're going to introduce you to soon. Let's see if we have any more questions for Fern and Rachel today. I'm going to scroll through. We talked about how sharp her teeth are. They're pretty sharp despite being so small, right?
They are, yeah, but not in like a ripping and tearing, but more like a scraping. It's more meant to like catch slippery, small prey.
Absolutely. Do you think sharks have their own personalities, and do the sharks here have different personalities?
They do. Sharks do have very different personalities. So like some of our sharks are more like interested in food and will come over and are very easy to train, whereas some sharks are a little bit more shy and skittish, and those sharks you tend to have to spend a lot more time training because they are so shy and skittish. But the cool thing about those individuals is that when you do get a chance to train them to do the behavior you want them to do, it's so rewarding because you know how much effort that took to get them to that point.
Definitely. Someone asked, what made you choose sharks to work with?
Oh my gosh.
Besides this, just this. Look at it.
They're just so beautiful and incredible and misunderstood. And I just think that more people should understand how wonderful they are. So it's like a combination between like thinking how amazing they are and then also wanting to teach other people how incredible they are too.
Definitely. Okay, this was a great question. How do you weigh a shark? Because you said Fern the zebra shark weighs about 130 pounds, you said?
Yep.
So how do you weigh a shark?
So we weigh a shark by training them to swim into a stretcher. A stretcher is basically 2 holes with a sling, and they'll rest in there. And then what we'll do is we'll actually have a crane and put them on a weighing scale, and that is how we weigh our sharks.
Yeah, and why would you weigh them? What are you tracking there?
So we weigh our sharks for a couple different reasons. One is to figure out their diet. Sharks actually do not eat that much food. They eat maybe less than 1% of their body weight in food per day. Yeah. And then also we use that if we need to medicate the animal for any reason. Say like she has a scrape or a cut, we need to provide her with antibiotics. We need to make sure that we know her weight so that we are providing her with the correct amount of antibiotics.
Absolutely. Very cool. Do you mind if I feed her?
Yes, of course.
What do you think, TikTok? Do you want to feed Fern the zebra shark today? Let's see. I'm going to go for the squid. I think that's what she wants next. Let's see if she'll take it. Good job, Fern. That was amazing. So cool. All right, TikTok, what do you think we should feed her next? Should we feed her, what's this piece?
That is a piece of mackerel.
Mackerel or?
Capelin.
Capelin. What do you think? I say Caitlin. I think we should end with mackerel if that's okay, Rachel.
Sure, of course.
Cool. We'll wait for her to come back around. This is so cool. If you are interested in visiting the Aquarium of the Pacific, you can. You can also volunteer, and we have employment opportunities available. Head to our website that's located at the link in bio. And then when this live stream is over here, lady. Let me get a little closer. Oh, look at that long tail in action. When this live stream is over, you can head over to our webcams and continue watching our Shark Lagoon cam from underwater, from inside the exhibit. Here you go, lady. There you go. Oh, guys, I love my job. It's the coolest. Did you get it?
I
think maybe she's not into that today. Hello? No? No Caitlin today?
Oh, no, she finally got it.
Okay, cool. All right, last piece. What is this again?
That's mackerel.
Mackerel. All right, Fern. While we wait for Fern to come back around, how can you tell the difference between a male and a female shark?
Oh, that's a great question. So you can tell males and females apart by looking at their pelvic fins. The pelvic fins are the secondary fins on the side of their bodies. And males will have these elongated...
There you go. You don't want it? There you go. There you go. Oh, I have the coolest job. That was amazing. Sorry I interrupted you.
Oh, that's okay. So males have these things that are called claspers, and they're these elongated portions of the pelvic fins. And that's how you're able to tell males and females apart.
Perfect. All right, I think we're going to move on to see other exhibits now, or other sharks here at the aquarium. Thank you so much, Rachel, for hanging out with us. We'll see you in a little bit, I know,
Sure.
in a second. But everybody say bye to Fern. We're going to hang out with some other sharks now. Say bye, Fern. Bye, lady. It was so nice hanging out with you today, Fern. Thank you, Rachel. See you in a few minutes. Cool. Hi, Stacy.
Hello.
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 Who are you feeding today?
So I am working on feeding our sandbar shark, who's our newest addition to Shark Lagoon.
I haven't seen him up close yet. I'm so excited.
She's pretty adorable.
Yeah.
She's about a year old.
Oh.
And then we have our gray reef shark, who's about 3 years old right now. And she's a little
Amazing.
more shy versus our gray sandbar is a very good eater.
Oh, yay. I'm very
Definitely be able
excited to see
her.
that. I'm very excited to see her. You guys, sharks are cute, right?
Sharks are adorable.
I think so, too.
So there's our sandbar shark swimming along the bottom right now.
And who is this?
Oh, that is Theo.
That is Mr. Theo,
That
our
is
Olive
our
Ridley sea turtle.
He's the character in this
He is the
exhibit.
character. He's kind of the king in this exhibit. A lot of people
Yeah.
are concerned why we would have a turtle inside of a shark habitat.
Well, that's because sharks definitely get misinterpreted. They actually can coexist with sea turtles. The sharks that we have in this exhibit don't naturally eat sea turtles.
Mhm.
So we obviously wouldn't keep a sea turtle with like a adult tiger shark.
Of course.
That would be their natural diet. Out in the wild, sea turtles and a lot of species of sharks can coexist. In addition to all the bony fish that you see here in the exhibit, they all can coexist very nicely together.
Yeah, we got that question a lot in the beginning, why we have tropical fish inside this habitat. And it's kind of in part due to these target stations, right?
Yes.
So can you talk to us what a target station is?
Sure. So what we do in this exhibit, because we have several different species of sharks that are all feed differently, have different speeds. So what we do is we kind of separate them throughout the exhibit to ensure that all the sharks in here get their proper diet. So you'll see us all stationed around.
Yeah.
I'm working on our sandbar and our gray reef. We have our reticulated whiptail ray station. Up on the platform where you'll see Melissa, she's going to be feeding our sand tiger as well as our black tip.
Perfect.
And then run over there to be feeding our other zebra sharks. And
Amazing.
we just kind of spread them out so that everyone has a chance to get some food. And most of our animals in here are target trained. So for example, this is the target for our sandbar and our gray reef. And each different species has a target that they associate with food. So they'll see the target and they know that it is feeding time. So
It's
this is a great
time.
example. This is our sandbar shark.
Right on cue.
So she saw her target and she said, I'm hungry. I'm going to go
Let's
get some
go.
food. And she knew exactly where to go.
That's
And
incredible.
This is great because we were able to kind of separate them through the exhibit if we need to get them into our husbandry pool for procedures. Or let's say she moves into our big tropical exhibit inside, her target will move with her and then she'll know where to get her food
Absolutely. I'm so sorry to interrupt, but this is my favorite shark in the entire habitat. This is Big Guy swimming by. He's really never this close to the surface while we're live, so I'm really excited to see him stop by. But let's get back to it. What are you feeding the sandbar shark today?
So the sandbar shark is a pretty good eater. Can't really decide what her favorite is, but she's getting a variety of food. So what I just fed her was a piece of mahi-mahi.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we have herring. Looks like she's got some squid, mackerel, and some mullet. So we give them a
Delicious.
very diverse diet to ensure they're getting all the nutrients that they need.
And are sharks picky? Does they maybe have a more favorite item of food?
It definitely depends on the species of shark. So the sandbar shark's a pretty good eater. She'll pretty much eat anything that we offer. as well as our zebra sharks. They'll pretty much eat anything. Other sharks like our black tip reef sharks or even our sand tiger sharks do tend to be picky.
A little more picky.
And will often refuse food that we're offering to them, and that's mainly because they know we're going to come back the next day and offer them more food.
Yeah.
So they have
they can be a little picky.
more picky.
Amazing. This is so cool. Thank you everybody for joining us today. This has been awesome. We're not going anywhere yet. Don't worry. I want to thank the 10 donors who raised over $100 for our nonprofit aquarium. Thank you so much for joining us today and supporting our nonprofit. Every dollar you donate here on TikTok Lives goes right back to our aquarium, the 12,000 animals that live here, and our conservation and education programs. I meant to ask Rachel about this, but Stacy, can you chat a little bit about our conservation programs with sharks?
Oh yeah, so we're really just trying to educate the public because sharks are so vital to our oceans. And like I said, a lot of sharks are thought to be these really mindless kind of eating machines, and they're really
Definitely
not. They're really intelligent animals. And we basically want to educate the public to show how important they are to the ocean, because they are very important to keeping the oceans healthy and well balanced. And the oceans are important to us because we get a lot of the air we breathe from our ocean. So it's really important that we're doing what we can to keep our oceans clean and healthy. Sharks are really awesome animals, and we just want people to kind of get this up close experience with them and be able to see just how cool they are.
Got a little thief on our hands. A fish decided that was their piece of fish. Too funny. Well, that's so true. And thank you so much to everybody. When you donate here on TikTok Live, or even just by joining us, you are supporting our mission and all of the animals that live here at the aquarium. We're so grateful. This is awesome. Oh, here comes Big Guy again. This is not Big Guy's spot.
It is not. So he's getting fed by Melissa over there, but he is our largest shark here at the aquarium. I think of him as a gentleman. He's very gentle.
He's a gentleman.
Very scary, but he's really not. He's actually a really interesting species of sharks. They have the ability to kind of hover in the water, and they kind of sneak up on their prey.
Yeah, he's the
coolest. Long pointy
coolest.
feet to really kind of snatch and grab really quick, slippery prey like fish and squid.
Amazing. He's so cool. All right, I think we're going to move on to our next station. Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate you teaching us all about these sharks today and target training. That was so cool. Oh, and that was perfectly the end. Awesome. Thanks, Stacy. All right, I'm going to go around this way. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. We're here live at the Aquarium of the Pacific. We were hanging out here with Fern the zebra shark and Aquarius Rachel, and we're going to go find Aquarius Rachel again on the other side of the habitat and see who else is being fed. Are you guys having fun? Did you learn anything about sharks today? Drop a shark emoji in the comment if you have so far. Thank you so much to the 12 donors who raised over $140. Appreciate your support so much here on TikTok Live. You always show up with so much love. We appreciate it. This is so cool. Hi, Rachel again.
Hello.
Out of the water, Rachel.
Yes.
Who are we feeding over here?
So over here, Heidi is going to be feeding our reticulated whiptail ray.
Oh, not you. That's not you, sir.
Opportunistic sandbar.
Yep,
She's getting a piece of squid and clam, ideally. Let's see if she'll slurp that up.
So cool.
Yeah.
So this is one of the largest, if not at least the biggest animals we have here at the Aquarium of the Pacific, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
I'm not talking about this guy. That's Theo, the turtle swimming by. We'll talk about him in a little bit. Let's talk about her. She is the moment. She is everything.
Absolutely everything. So she is 11 feet long, about 400 pounds, and is our largest fish that we have here at the aquarium. And she is getting a variety of different food items, mostly squid and clam, but we will also give her some fish items too. All the pieces are cut fairly small because she actually has a pretty small mouth size. And even though she's 400 pounds, she only gets 2 pounds of food per day.
I was going to ask you that. How much is she? Only 2 pounds for this 400-pound animal. That's amazing.
Yep. Just goes to show how little both sharks and rays need to eat despite their large size.
Theo just popping in is so funny to me. Just like, oh, you're talking about her? How about me? Theo wants his time. His time to shine.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh.
It's like, excuse me.
Excuse me, you're in my way, sir. This is amazing. So I know this stream is titled Sharks. We are in Shark Lagoon. Are rays related to sharks?
They are. Sharks and rays are both part of the elasmobranch family. They are a type of cartilaginous fish. So they have that really cool cartilaginous skeleton, which means their entire skeleton is made up of not bones like ours, but their entire skeleton is made up of cartilage. And that cartilage is really helpful in allowing them to swim more efficiently through water because it's nice and light, and also helps them to be nice and flexible. As you can see, her movement, that would not be possible if she had a skeleton that's made up of bone. By having that cartilage raised throughout her body, it allows her to be extra bendy.
Yeah, she is bendy. She's so cool. She's one of the coolest animals in here. And I say that about all of them, though. I think our animals are so cool. We are live here at the Aquarium of the Pacific in Long Beach, California, hanging out in Shark Lagoon. There's a black tip swimming by. If you want to continue this live stream when we're done, there's actually a webcam right over there. And you can view this exhibit from underwater. It's so beautiful. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. This is so cool. Thank you so much to the 12 donors who raised over $140 today. People like that you said she's so bendy.
Oh, yeah.
She is bendy. That's amazing. Great questions coming in. So everyone's wondering, a stingray. Does she have her stinger?
She actually shed her barb, and I have that to show you.
Whoa, cool. I don't think I've ever seen this before.
Yay.
Wow, that's amazing.
So the barb will be implanted in the tail here. And then we actually trim the barb, so that's why it's not as pointy or sharp. And so this is actually located only on a portion of her tail. She is part of the whip ray family, which means they can take that back tail and whip it up and help to defend herself from other predators. She's a pretty large female
as you can
ray, as you can see. So she doesn't have too many predators, but this shedding of the barb is very normal and natural. Some species of rays will have multiple barbs, up to 4 or 5, depending on the species.
Wow, she's really cool. What would be this species of ray's predator?
What species of predator?
Oh, what would be her predator, like in the wild?
Oh my goodness. Most likely other really large sharks, possibly dolphins.
Wow. She's so cool. This is
So
amazing.
cool.
Very cool. All right, thank you so much for teaching us about her. What animal are we going to learn about next?
You want to learn about our sand tiger?
I
and
do.
our black-
I don't have favorites, or at least I don't say I have favorites.
Wait, you wanna
But
come up?
yes, let's head up there. Cool. Welcome, TikTok. If you're just joining us, we're here live at the Aquarium of the Pacific in Long Beach, California, and I am not going to trip up the stairs. It's not going to happen today. If you visited our aquarium before, we are in Shark Lagoon. We're hanging out above our big viewing area. And I saw a question about our webcams. If you want to watch our webcams, just click the link in our bio when the stream is over, or you can go now, but I would prefer if you waited a little bit. And you can watch our webcams all around the aquarium, including our penguin habitat, our tropical reef habitat, some jellies, and more. So check it out. It's at the link in our bio. Everything you want to know about the aquarium is also there too. Cool. All right, Rachel, who are we hanging out with now?
All right, so this is Melissa.
Hi, Melissa.
And she's going to be feeding our sand tiger and black tip reef shark.
Very cool.
And the orange buoy that she has here is for our black tip reef sharks. And it looks like our sand tiger is the one that's coming over first. So the sand tiger shark, he is an ambush predator. So as you can see, he's swimming very, very slowly.
He is.
That actually means he's hungry. So So if he's swimming fast, that means he's not hungry and doesn't want food.
Oh.
He got the wrong side. That's okay. That happens sometimes. Nice catch.
He'll try it the next time.
Yeah.
He'll come around again.
So what he'll do is swim very slowly so that a fish can't even see that he's there. And then when he's interested in a piece of food, he will do a sideways turn of his head and to then snap quickly at that prey.
Yeah, we'll have to post a video of it soon. It's really cool because his eyes kind of roll back a little bit,
They do,
right?
Yep.
What is that about? Why does that happen?
It's to help protect them in case they grab a prey that tries to get in his face and injure his eyes. So it really helps to protect his eyes while he's eating. And then also the sand tiger shark, he will roll his eye up to look at you.
Wow.
To see if he wants that piece of food.
That's so funny. Is this good enough for me?
Yeah. And then what Melissa's doing now is target training our black tip reef shark. This is our largest black tip reef shark. And we've trained them to swim and follow this buoy.
Nice.
So
a little wiggle as he swims away. That was amazing. That was so cool. Oh, this is amazing.
So exciting. Yeah.
So exciting getting to feed these guys.
Definitely have that like shake of their head. Their teeth are more for like ripping and tearing. But they do also primarily eat small fish and small squid.
Speaking of, I see some small fish in here.
We do.
We also have Theo the sea turtle hanging out right next to the camera over there. Very funny. How do we prevent the sharks from eating the fish and the other animals inside this habitat?
So the way we prevent that is by making our fish nice and healthy. Sharks are fairly opportunistic / lazy.
I was gonna say maybe a little lazy.
Animals. They are constantly moving in the ocean and looking for prey, and they really want a prey that is easy for them to get. See if Big Guy will take this piece this time.
Let's see it, Big Guy.
Or if a friend will take it instead.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, the black tips are really funny. They'll totally steal food.
Yep.
And there she goes.
Yep.
She ate that whole...
Nothing goes to waste in Shark Lagoon.
No.
Nope.
And if the sharks don't get it, or the rays, then the fish will actually eat that food.
It'll happen.
Yep.
It won't go to waste.
No, it won't.
And that food is restaurant quality, sustainable seafood. And we're able to feed our animals that thanks to the support from our donors, including you here live on TikTok. And thanks to the 14 donors who raised over $150 today.
Awesome.
I appreciate you guys so much. All right, let's answer a few more questions about our sharks before we wrap up today.
Okay.
What do you do if a shark is injured or sick? What happens?
So if we have a shark that is injured or sick, we will guide that shark into our husbandry pool. That is the gated section directly across from us. And once they're in there, we can put them into a stretcher. And then we can go ahead and have our veterinary team take a close look at that animal while they're in the stretcher. We can flip them into tonic and mobility. That's where they're upside down and they kind of go into a catatonic sleepy state. And we're able to do a lot of cool stuff with that. We actually had a blacktip reef shark that had a pretty large laceration or cut on her back caudal fin. And we were able to flip her into tonic and mobility, and our veterinarian was able to do the sutures without having to sedate her. And
got a whole fish here.
Yeah, they're so crazy sometimes. But even still, like I loosely call it crazy. As you can see, they are not attacking each other. They're not fighting for the food. That is not a shark.
It is very calm in here right now.
Absolutely
Even
calm.
though food is in the water. Very cool.
Yeah.
Who's the oldest shark in Shark Lagoon? Do we know?
The oldest shark is probably a tie between our largest blacktip reef shark, that one over there, or Fern. They're about the same age.
Yeah, those are charter animals, so they have been a part of our program since we opened in 1998. So they're over 25 years old, or will be 25 years old this year.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yep.
Very cool. All right, TikTok. It was so fun hanging out with you today. I had so much fun talking about sharks and talking with Rachel. Thank you so much. And Stacy and the other aquarists here in Shark Lagoon. It was amazing. Like I said, you can continue this live stream. There is a webcam right down there. And the link is in our bio here on TikTok. So you can head over and watch live streams all around the aquarium or get some more Shark Lagoon viewing if you would like. Thank you so much to the 15 donors who raised over $170 today. Thank you all so much. It means so much when you support us here on TikTok Live. 100% of your donation goes right back to our aquarium, including the 12,000 animals that live here. Like Big Guy the shark. Oh, denied. Denied.
That was a solid denial. The whole head turn around and everything.
Right?
So dramatic.
We are so appreciative of your support here on TikTok. And if you can't donate, that's 100% okay. Liking our comments or liking our videos, commenting on our videos, showing up here every single Tuesday on our live streams at 3 p.m. Pacific. It means the world. Thank you so much. Rachel, one more time. Sorry, I have one more question for you. If someone wants to work with sharks, do you have any recommendations or advice for them?
Yep, I highly recommend coming here and volunteering here, as well as taking our internships. We're not currently doing our internships, but hopefully sometime in the
Keep
future.
an eye out for them. Yeah.
Yeah, and then making sure you have a degree in marine biology or biology, and having a scuba certification. Those are what I really recommend. Just slowly working your way up. You could even work at your local fish shop, working with tropical fishes, or even other small aquariums, and slowly working your way up until you come to work at the Aquarium of
Incredible. Someone just said they just applied to be a volunteer, which is amazing. If you want to apply to be a volunteer, you can do so at the link in our bio or by heading just to aquariumofpacific.org. Thank you all so much for joining us today. That was so fun hanging out with you. Thank you again to Aquarist Rachel and all the other aquarists here in Shark Lagoon for talking with us. And all right, TikTok, we'll see you next week live here on TikTok Live at 3 p.m. Pacific every Tuesday. Bye-bye. Oh, maybe one more. Yes, we saw it. We got it.
You're gonna drop it. I think he dropped it.
No, he got it. He got it. We'll believe it. All right, bye, TikTok.